Welcome back everyone to the BD1P random character streak. Today is going to be a normal character run for win number 179. Today's question of the day, put your answer in the comments down below, is going to be, how do you think access to technology and electronics like phones and Chromebooks in school has affected learning for you or your kid or whoever you know that still uses that stuff in school? You know what, I was hoping for Forgotten there, right? But Bethany's also an amazing character to have off the bat here. Seed is going to be SD7796 GG. I hope it's a GG, dude. Excuse me. I grew up in a time, my first, let's say, like, up until 7th grade, so, what? Like, I went to preschool, then to, kindergarten, 1st through 5th, that's 7 years plus 2. So like, my first, like, 9 to 10 years of school, okay, sure, insurance right there, nice. We didn't have, like, laptops or phones or any of that stuff you kids these days have. No, all we had was the textbooks and, like, worksheets. When I got into, like, late 7th grade, early 8th grade, our school gave us these things called Chromebooks. And Chromebooks are these laptops that you can use in schools that help you, interact with Google Classroom, like email. Basically, it's just used to help streamline learning on an electronic level. The problem with these Chromebooks for learning, however, is that because they have, like, full computer access, you can go onto, like, gaming websites and YouTube and just kind of get distracted while trying to learn, or intentionally. I don't know what you're like in school. I don't know all of you personally, huh? Now, surface level, great idea. A great way to help you learn faster through things like, again, Classroom or Odyssey, just different kind of learning programs. It helps. Like, it's really, really positive and efficient. But having access to all these different things is what makes it dangerous, because now you can be learning but actually secretly be playing, like, cool math games or some random flash game online. Like, it doesn't really, you can't really limit what a kid wants to do. If a kid wants to play a game, no matter how many things you block, they'll find a way to play that game. Whether it be putting it on a flash drive and putting it onto their Chromebook, or finding a different third-party, website to play it through. Oh, I want that so badly for luck. Like, a kid will find a way to play whatever game they want to play. So it's kind of like it's a double-edged sword, right? You can have, like, really good ways to put worksheets online, especially with this current measles outbreak going around. It helps to have that online school preparation. You can put worksheets on there. You can email your students, and you can expect a response pretty quickly. You can do a lot of things with a laptop in your hand, huh? I don't think they are any better than just learning off of paper or learning off of a textbook. I'm not trying to sound like I'm old-fashioned or a boomer right now, obviously, because my entire high school and most of my middle school was done with a Chromebook or a laptop or a computer or something of that nature. But I can guarantee you that every benefit that one of those Chromebooks or computers have, there is, like, at least 3 drawbacks. Because they had this program at our school called Odyssey. It was like a learning thing for, math and reading and science and all that. And you would log on to this website, and you would do these lessons that happen every day. And your teacher would come in by and check your report card to see what lessons, you had done, and if you're up to speed with all your work. It was a way for teachers to not have to teach, pretty much. And you can, like, learn through some other third-party thing. Now, sure, like, the report card checking allows teachers to, make sure you're doing your work. But does it really? Because there's this little fun tool online called Inspect Element that would allow you to change the HTML code of your website and show up different values, different numbers, different pictures on websites and stuff like that. And we would use this to load up a lesson, inspect element, and mark that as complete. And because teachers don't know shit about, technology that much, none of them knew the difference. So while we were supposed to be learning and doing our lessons, we were just digging around playing, like, Papa's Freezeria and just hacking our grades to be different. So the entire, like, 8th grade year, I don't think I learned a single thing, because every teacher relied on the computer to teach us, but we were just, cheating everything anyways. So, like, what's the point? And I think to an extent they knew we were cheating these, because there had to be some brown-nosed kid who was like, teacher, actually, BD1P is using Inspect Element to change his grades to be better on his Odyssey. Like, there was some brown-noser who was definitely, ooh, hello, beautiful. Hey, you're not beautiful. You're actually pretty ugly. Spiders and more spiders. Wow. You really can't go wrong with spiders, can you? Save your soul charges for like an eraser or something crazy like that. Just wait on it. But like there was no, I guess, precaution in place to stop us from just like changing our grades. And eventually the teachers caught on, and the school started blocking websites like Cool Math Games and Newgrounds and stuff like that. Oh, I was hoping it was gonna be like a reverse stars card for us, but whatever. So like, yeah, I mean, they caught on and they started changing things for the better eventually, but it was kind of, at that point, just a little bit too late, I think, to really make a huge difference on what we were already doing. And besides that point, like, you can't block every single website on the face of the earth. Because while there might be only one Cool Math Games, there's plenty of Newgrounds, plenty of Flash game websites. There's a site called Google Sites, which uses Google to mirror, like, old, you know, classic games. They really can't block because it's a Google domain. Like, there's so many things that you can't prepare for when it comes to this learning that I think it just does more harm than good, because instead of kids learning, they're now, like, mega distracted by all these cool things they can do with their new laptop. And I'll be honest with you, like, I was one of those kids who didn't really give a shit for my education in high school. I did fine in school because I you know, I know how to bullshit my way through stuff. But I mean, when we got those Chromebooks, man, all I was doing my entire like middle school and high school time was playing obscure games online that they couldn't block. Like, for example, there was this old Flash game called End the Ninja, which was this like platformer that came out in 2009, maybe 08. It became pretty popular. It actually ended up getting a console port to Xbox and stuff not too long ago. But by that I mean like 4 years ago at this point, but still. Anyways, like, instead of learning, I was just playing these cool platforming games and, you know, dicking around. And I definitely would have probably came out a smarter kid if I didn't have access to all of these, you know, amazing ways to not learn. Like I said, I mean, kids are so dedicated to not learning. All right. Sick shit, dude. That's double damage right there. Kids are so dedicated to not having to learn that they will find any way they can to make an excuse to not learn. They'll find websites. They'll find an inspect element, different kind of HTML codes. Like, they will literally do, like, anything, you know? Hey, we get some money right there. Key? Just more money. I really want to find a key to get into our shop. I guess there could be a secret room right here. Or not. Can't be right there, which means right is not an option. I guess it could be above this? Nope. All right. Well, no key this floor. Or, well, we had one for our item room, obviously, but that's not a huge thing. Oh, we didn't clear this. Okay, we have more floor to do here. Hold your freaking horses. But, I mean, there were, like, kids are always going to be smarter with new technology than adults are going to be. At least, like, to a certain extent. I would put a 12-year-old against, like, a 50-year-old in any computer like, test of technological skill. Honest to God. Like, for example, there was a time period where they didn't really block, like, putting external drives onto your Chromebook. So I would put a bunch of, like, EXEs, like, just regular games. I put Isaac on there at one point. It didn't run very well, though. But I ported it all to my Chromebook at a certain point and would play those in school. Now, when they found out we were doing this, like a bunch of kids were, because we were like, you know, we passed around flash drives at lunch and shit. Like, it was a good time for sure. When they kind of caught wind of that, like, they couldn't really block that because they'd have to, like, you know, mess with every single Chromebook. So they just told us, hey, if you get caught, you know, loading external things onto your Chromebook, you're going to be suspended. And it was kind of, they ruled by fear with that stuff, which did not really help our drive to not want to cheat, because all it made us want to do is cheat a little bit more secretively. That was a very close dodge. We could easily die in this room to this champion. I actually jumped in my chair at that point. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Well, we're kind of fine. Things could still go... Oh, I hate this room. I hate these enemies is the big thing. I told you. I knew it. I knew it. Okay? Get down here and just shoot straight up. I fucking knew you were gonna... Dude, please just stay away from me. Yeah, I know things. You can't, you know, hide shit from me. I'm too good at this game to be hit by you guys. See, look at that. You just know things sometimes. But, we still kept loading shit onto our Chromebooks because, like, hey, I mean, what are they gonna do about it? They're gonna suspend a 12-year-old for playing The Binding of Isaac Rebirth on his fucking, like, 1 frame per second Chromebook? No, they're not gonna do shit. It even got to a point where we found out we could disconnect ourselves from the school's network and have access to all of our blocked sites. So every single kid, like, took themselves off the network. And none of the teachers noticed until, I think, some kid did it by accident. And, like, asked the principal for help. And he realized what the fuck was going on. And, like, had a whole, like, announcement to me. I almost got in detention for the first time ever. Because they caught me with my you know, computer, like, DC'd. And they were like, was that on purpose? And I said, no. They go, okay, you can go then. If I would have said yes, there would have been a definite detention, for sure. It did scare me as a young middle schooler who had no disciplinary record at that point. But yeah, dude, it was a rough world out there, learning with Chromebooks. Would I have traded it back for paperback shit? No, I definitely had more fun with the Chromebooks. But fun is different than, like, quality education for the youth. I think that we would definitely have learned better. Dude, this room, all these rooms this floor have been brutal, I feel like. I hate these enemies. The landmines are shitty. Just overall, a rough experience. Oh, great. More annoying enemies here. Lovely. We would have definitely learned better without them, but I had fun with them. And I think that, we shouldn't have had them. We shouldn't have had them. Once we started, like, doing the weird, like, changing our Odyssey grades and stuff, they should have taken them away and just had us do paper shit, because if they would have taken our Chromebooks away for, like, a week and just had us do paperback shit, it would have been the worst... I'm dumb. The worst punishment they could have ever done for us, right? Because we would have been, like, distraught about losing our Happy Wheels machines. It would have been, that's the game, right? I'm thinking a Happy Meal. No, Happy Wheels is the Flash game, right? Oh my god, dude. Can I, like, I need DPS. I shouldn't have gotten rid of my Crown of Light full Red Heart HP, because that would have been so nice to have right now. But we're here. We made our bed. Let's fucking lie in it and just finish off this floor here. We're going to be on this floor for a minute, though, because our DPS is, once again, complete garbage. It's an XL floor, though, which means we're going to be getting 2 item rooms, 1 shop, and 2 boss items, plus maybe a deal if we get lucky enough for it. I'd love to sacrifice because we lost our deal chance to me being a fucking idiot. I want that back really badly if we can manage that, but I guess we'll see. And when we got into high school, like, every year they would upgrade our Chromebooks, right? To a point where it was like, we had the first models in, like, 7th grade. We got new models in 8th grade. And once the school year was over, they had us turn them in. We got new ones next year. They allowed us to get these things called skins, which were, like, stickers you'd put on your Chromebooks. And they would, like, cover your screen and make it kind of like your own personal thing. And they encouraged us to buy skins because it you know, it personalized. Ooh, that's Crown of Light and big damage back. It personalized your Chromebook, and it made it, you know, a you thing. And so I decided, in my, like, 8th grade naivete and cringiness, you could say, I got a Legend of Zelda. Oh, dude, come on. A Legend of Zelda skin for my Chromebook, and you know, it didn't look terrible. It looked pretty sick, but I was looking back, I'm like, God, if anyone who, like, just had any semblance of I guess, coolness in them would have saw my Chromebook back then, I would have been just made fun of over and over and over and over again. When I got my new Chromebook in, like, sophomore year, I took it off and turned it back in. But, just looking back at those times in my life, I'm like, why did I think that was cool? Like, what in my mind was like, that's a cool thing to do, is make your Chromebook gamer-themed. Because even back in, like, 2016, there was that whole stigma around, like, calling yourself a gamer is cringe. And I knew it was cringe, but once you put a skin on your Chromebook, it is real hard to get it off. Like, those things stay on. They're supposed to stay on forever, so it makes sense, I guess. But, dude, I just look back at those days, and I'm like, man, what was I was being a kid. Being a kid is fine, but what was I thinking overall? Like, that shit is just weird. And no, offense to anyone who uses skins right now on their laptops or Chromebooks or whatever, but I just do not find it that cool. We'll come back for that key once our red stew is officially over with. But I don't know, like, I think the Chromebooks were, in concept, a really good idea, but the teachers and the, everybody didn't take into account a child's drive to just, like, fuck with shit, I mean, there is, like, no worse thing you can do as an adult than underestimate a kid's desire to not have to go to school or learn. Every kid, before the times of Chromebooks and playing games, there was the whole, and this is still a thing, and I did it a lot when I was in school, is like, I don't feel well, can I stay home? My stomach hurts. I think that, I want to take a poll right now. Like, I want a sample size of like 100 high school kids. I would say college kids, right? Because I want people to have, experience before and after getting Chromebooks. That was great in their life. But how many kids like to go to school more because they weren't forced to learn because they could just dick off on their Chromebooks? I guarantee you the sick rates of students before like this measles outbreak going on was at an all-time low because kids were going to school because they could just dick around the entire time anyways. That's my personal theory, at least, is that it wasn't a big deal once we got Chromebooks because kids could just, fuck off the entire day. I would have done that. I mean, I stopped faking sick when I got a Chromebook because I was like, oh shit, I can go to school and just game all day. Or if I'm home alone or home with my parents and I'm sick, they're not going to want me to game because they're going to think, oh, well, you're not actually sick, then you can go back to school, I guess. It's a nice little, deeper thought process there, I guess. Okay, I mean, it's an active item for us. And it actually is pretty good. You want the stump version, though, as this character. But this is not that bad, either. Because this gives you invincible wisps to charge into enemies with. So if you do this, you go boom. Oh, yeah, this actually is a great item to have for us. Not gonna lie. And poison tears. You know what, man? I'll take it. It's real good. It's real fucking good. Red Stew helped us out a lot on this floor to get some more money, get some faster boss fights done. We'll have a 100% deal chance next floor, and I feel pretty confident to just simply move on down here. After this room, we gotta get 2 keys for that, huh? We have access to minimum 2 keys right here. Because we can do this. Get this key. We can walk back to our 1 stray key over here in the top of our middle of our map over here, and then we'll be good. We'll be insanely good. But I just think that teachers underestimated a child's desire to not want to be at school or to learn, and Chromebooks kind of helped enable that behavior. There were schools like I had this neighbor of mine who it was like her family's summer home. Her name was Isabella. She's actually, what's crazy is that we were friends when we were kids because we were neighbors, so it's friends by force. But she's like a model now, which is fucking like good for her. Crazy shit, man. I really miss talking to her, but bullshit. Anyways, to stop flexing my connections on you guys, her school had like iPads. Yo, great. Her school would get iPads, not Chromebooks. They would have iPads they would use. And they had the same issue at her school where it was like, once the kid got a hold of an iPad and they found a way to get like, to jailbreak it or to get like, apps and stuff or to go online and go play games on the browser, like school was never the same. And I understand why. I mean, like 100%, I get why. I mean, as someone who is, that was almost very scary for me. As someone who is and once was a kid, like, to this day, if I was still in college, like, okay, here's a good example for you guys. When I was in college last year, they didn't really, college doesn't care if you have a phone out or not. College is kind of like very like, do whatever the hell you want. It's up to you because you're paying for these classes now if you want to pass them or not. So, we would constantly have our phones out and our laptops out and just be doing like fuck all, just like nothing. Just dicking around the entire time in class. Even when I was paying for my courses, like, I having the temptation of having that there it really is like, well, temptation. I mean, it's hard to rid yourself of, being on your phone or being on your computer doing whatever the hell you wanted to do. And it got even worse when this measles outbreak hit in like early 2019, because, or was it 20? It must have been 2020. Anyways, like, because online schooling started, right? And we were doing school from our houses and from our homes, which, like, no shit, right? Oh, I could have used the key and saved myself. Yeah, that would have been a better play. Whatever, move on down. Your run's going pretty amazing right now, I would say. Great active item synergy. We gulped curved horn. We can get the louse now here, and then we'll just go on down, sure. And so I was doing my schoolwork off of my, like, this desktop right here. So when class would start, because I had 2 monitors at the time, I would put my Zoom call on my right monitor and just play Minecraft or Isaac or even Animal Crossing when that came out, on my laptop or on my computer when I was supposed to be learning. And oh, that was dumb. I thought I had invincibility for whatever reason there still. Okay, disregard. Great room for us still with this going on. Anyways, like, that was just what you would do. What you would do as a kid. I mean, there was no other reason to learn when, A, your senior year of high school, right? Because you don't give a shit when you're a senior. You are over it entirely. When you're a senior in high school and you're doing online school, when you have no finals that semester because they canceled finals because it was, you know, online learning was a big adjustment for everybody. What you do is you play video games. Like, you just play video games. It doesn't matter. The harder you make it, or the more, like, taboo you make it, the more kids will want to do it. To put that into perspective, once again, another fucking personal story here is me and, you guys know Merm's Minecraft from the old 4-player file. Merm and I went to school all our lives except for elementary school, and we were homies. Like, we were BFFs, guys, all of high school, right? And me and Merm were really big into Smash Bros. Like, we were borderline competitive oh, Batwings, right. We were borderline, like, competitive players for a while. Went to a couple tournaments, went to a couple majors, you know, played in our free time, all this crazy stuff. When Smash Bros came out for the Switch, a portable console system, it was pretty much our damn mission to get away with playing that in class as much as possible. Even when Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out, we were doing the same exact thing with that game too. So what we would do is I was a hoodie kid. I was kind of like, I had a weird little emo phase going on in high school. I was a hoodie kid. So I would bring a hoodie to school. I'd take it off in class and say I was hot or whatever, make up a fucking lie. And then I'd put my Switch in the hood of my sweatshirt. Zach would bring his Joy-Cons. We'd have, like, 2 pairs of Joy-Cons underneath our desk. And we'd look into my hoodie. We'd play Smash and Mario Kart all throughout our US or AP US history class. And there was a point where we finished our finals one day, and we were playing it, like, you know, in the open, because why not? Our finals are done. We can just, like, fuck around and do whatever. And our teacher, whose name was Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown was the coolest fucking dude ever. But regardless, he saw us playing it, and he was like, what are you guys doing over there? Like, that was his voice. He had a very scratchy, funny voice. And we're like, oh, we're playing a video game. And he was watching us play. And he kind of was this legend in our friend group. Mr. Brown had these amazing, like, stories he would tell and all this crazy stuff. So we made him like a meme in our friend group. To an extent where we had a me. Like a me. What? That hit me? Oh, my God. We had a me figurine of Mr. Brown in our Smash Bros. Game. And I decided to play as Jeff Brown while Jeff Brown was watching us play this game. And he was like, is that me? And I'm like, yeah, Mr. Brown, that's you. He goes, I'm not that fat or whatever. He's something crazy like that. He's like, he's a kooky, wild guy, right? But just like, even when teachers realized that they couldn't control technology, they just let us do it. We played Mario Kart 8 during our lectures in English class. They didn't give a shit because, oh, might as well just pop it, right? Did I get an extra dice wisp there? They didn't give a shit. Why would they give a shit? Like, if we're going to do it either way, it's giving them and us more headache just to yell at us for it, when they could just let us do it and then fail our class and be whatever. Now, I passed all my classes because I realized that, you know, as much as playing video games is fun, I gotta pass my school classes, right? That's just, that much is a fucking given. We are poor this run. There are no keys whatsoever anywhere. And I'm guessing you are right here. Give me a golden key. Well, there's 1 key. Oh, the D7. Oh, 2 keys. Okay. What do you do with 2? I think what you do with 2 keys is you go to your shop because you have so much money. You can maybe get a better active item like red or blue candle or wooden nickel even. Just something, you know, 1 charge. That's mother access. This is not really a mother run though, is it? This does not qualify as a Mother run, I don't think. I know you guys want to see Mother because I barely ever go to Mother, but here's the reasoning is if we had this active item still going down to Mother, I would 100% indulge in going to Mother. But we wouldn't have a guarantee of any, you know, cool active item synergy. We would just have Sharp Key, Wisps, and, like, at the least, or even at the most to a certain extent, 11 damage. That's not enough. We need, like, just some more anything. Tier 8 damage, tier effects, just something else to make this run kind of pop off. But why don't we just move on down with our 1 key for a guaranteed something next floor, and we're going to be good. I know we do have the Ankh for respawn, sure, but that doesn't really mean a ton to me. I'm going to go down to this path because we'll get an extra item room this way, or at least a +1 item room and all of that other good stuff. Arcade is going to be actually pretty huge potentially for us. We have a lot of red hearts going on this run. Thanks. I appreciate that one. A lot, actually. There's something, at least. It's not good as this character, but it's something. It helps us out if we're at like, really low HP, I guess, but aside from that, ooh, the virus will be huge here. It's not much. But, like, there were just so many cases of us playing video games, like, on the Switch or a 3DS in school. Just so many, you know, random... Ooh. There wasn't a blood bank in here, was there? Nah. Didn't think so. That's a good pill for us to have if we get down to some low HP, because these floors can be a bit brutal, so I'm not going to complain about having this. Okay, nice dodge right there. You're getting cornered, so be careful. Keep yourself in an open area. These guys, yeah, if they walk down, you are fucked. Hey, Wisps, thank you so much. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, dude. This floor can be a fucking nightmare. With our current stats as well. I'm only here for the extra items and shops and all that. And to skip Womb 1, of course, which is the ultimate goal of any Isaac player. Thank you. Oh, okay. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Hoping for another Demon Judgy for our Hematemesis pill, or Hematemesis, sorry, to actually work in our favor here. My lord. I mean, I guess it'll be nice to have Hora Babylon. If we become Blue Baby, that could be useful in that regard, but again, I don't know, man. Okay. There we go. You're handling these rooms pretty well, at least, which is a positive thing, but... I hate those enemies so much, dude. I actually can't stand them. Perfect. Perfect. And we can fly now. But, like, TLDR on the whole question of the day stuff, like, at the end of the day, was technology good or bad for us? It'll always have its drawbacks and its positives, but I think that it left more of a negative impact more than anything else on us. We can be sussy with the Vent Razor, but no, I don't think it's a good idea. Buy a key, buy that, just buy everything here. You have one more shop after this, but I just want to make sure we're going to be in the clear, you know what I mean, for everything. But if we can get back to full Red Heart HP, I would not mind that, because then we could, oh, thank you. Then we could have, sure. Our Crown of Light active, which would be huge for us. But I can't guarantee anything major right now. I kind of don't want to... I guess that helps. Sure. A lot of HP. So now we don't want to get a deal this floor. So we want to intentionally get hit so we don't get a deal. I'm also going to fight this guy right now because we have the power to. And we'll pop our active item in our boss, and then we'll be A-okay. But yeah, we don't want to get a deal anymore. That would be a bad thing for us. So I want to get hit in my boss and then pop my active, so I don't get a deal at all. Good strategies going around the board here. But it always has its drawbacks and its positives, etc., etc. You can make a case for either side of the argument. But we could have learned without them, and it would have been less distracting. So I would say that using Chromebooks and tablets and phones, while it is more efficient, it comes at too big of a price to really consider being a positive thing. Even a net positive thing. Oh, sure. Like, I mean, I will say, like, we definitely had more assignments to do with the online stuff because, well, it's online stuff. Shouldn't have grabbed that. Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. And we can get this golden chest for ourselves. Oh, no, it's behind this pillar, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Oh, nice. Walk in. Get hit. Lose that. Now you just rush in. Major damage. Lovely. No deal, of course. Obviously, growth hormones for us here. We did not even see our item room yet, so don't leave the floor yet. Go back for that first. Jeez Louise. I'm all flabbergasted this episode. I also want to say I got a lot of feedback yesterday about my trash talking on 4K monitors. And so I decided today to try it out again. And here I am. I'm using a 4K one today. It looks better than I remember it looking, but the color just still is a little bit off to me, and I don't like it. I'm sure eventually I'll get used to it, so I'm going to stay using the 4K, the 144 hertz monitor. I'm going to stick to using this for a bit. If I really don't like it, I can always switch back to my 60 hertz, but I mean, it looks fine enough. I'm getting more used to it as time goes on, so sure, but I still kind of think it doesn't really do a lot for me. I mean, I already paid for it, so might as well use it. It was pretty expensive, but I'm getting used to it. And I will say, like, despite the coloring being a little bit off, it does look, like, visually pretty good. Like, it does look visually pretty stunning, but it does just something about it is just not right to me. Oh, Curse of the Unknown here is a dick move. Oh great. Oh great. Okay, and you're done. Beautiful. Scary ass room. Pop that. You get bomb drops, who cares? Oh, this is such a cool room. If that guy would have lived for more than like a second, would have been a great showcase of how cool these room designs in Modern Isaac can really be. Oh, yep, nice dodge, nice dodge. Good. We're not going to go to Mother on this. We can't go to Mother anymore. We're not going to go to like anything special. We don't need to. Like, this run's, nothing insanely special, I feel like. It's fine. It's not a bad run by any means, but it definitely could be a lot better. Like, we don't really have the proper statage. Without Curved Horn right now, man, we would be in a really, really awkward position. Good. Heart's great. I just want to get my Crown of Light bonus back, which as this character, honest to God, Crown of Light is like not that good because you can't get Soul Hearts to protect your red hearts. You only have your red hearts, so you have to be at full HP at all times to really get Crown of Light to work for you. So it isn't really the greatest option either. You can walk in here for half price now. Ooh. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Huge damage up there. Walk out for free as well. My lord. I've never seen a horse power pill before, I don't think. And just green. Alright, well. You live and you learn. Last shop was shit. Good thing we spent all our money last floor and just, threw it away on just consumables and stuff because it wouldn't have done anything for us this time around. Why did I walk? Okay, like... Oh, the Bone Heart took our deal chance with it. So we still have our 100% something. Man. Not getting a lot to work with today, are we? Not getting a lot to work with. It's fine. It's fine. You're fine. Now, if we do die and become Blue Baby at any point in this run, we will have a permanent Crown of Light, maybe even, if we get lucky enough, Crown of Light plus Horror Babylon at the same exact time. So many lines in this room. Holy shit. Dude, let's not do this. Thank you. I'm going to do a little bit of a... Well, I'm not going to do a play. I was going to use my horn to go back and open up that red chest, but I think using it for combat instead is a lot safer, especially for our deal chance still being like a decent chance. Probably way better for us. Are you a wizard? Great. Actually, it's actually pretty good for this room, huh? All right. I'll bite. I'll bite. Help us out a little bit here. And before we go fight you, I do want to get some kind of full charge here. Maybe we can get a Soul Heart for a full charge. No, wasn't that lucky, I guess. Because I don't want to fight you without having my active item like all the way procced up here. Oh, there's got to be something hiding in here, huh? What? Ah, there it is. Let's go, dude. My luck. My luck. Okay, now I feel safe to go fight my boss and get a 100% deal chance here. I'm fine with either Devil. We have a lot of red hearts. I'm fine with Devil or Angel this run. It could be either one, and I'm okay with that. Super secret? Nope. Just go fight. Just go fight. That is so much damage. Holy shit. Good. Good. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. That is half damage, boys. Chaos. Ancient Recall into Reverse Death. Tower. Priestess. This is probably still our best pill, honestly. And now I feel safe to move on down. Maybe I could have, like, used Sharp Key to get a Wisp, and that could have opened up the door for us. I honestly don't know. I don't know. All right, we actually are pretty close to having full HP here, which will be Crown of Light, which will be 14 damage as opposed to having 7, which obviously is a pretty big step up. So we're going to hope for that and pray for that. Can't do much else aside from that. We can play better, too, I guess. We're on Womb 2, or Scarred Womb 2, so no first Womb fight, which is going to make our run a little bit faster here, which I appreciate. I wanted to have a charge for the big room here, but if we can't get one, oh well. Oh my god. I mean, come on, man. I don't have that much knockback on me. Whatever. We're going to miss our last deal. Who gives a shit? We're going to get a full charge, or full HP, I hope, here. So we're going to be having good DPS anyways, I feel like. Oh, don't fall for that trick. Little bit close in the timing there. Ooh, an arcade. Maybe another demon judgy for us? Maybe, if the game's feeling so nice. Bomb, bomb. Come on. Yo, you know what? Oh? Ah, we would have had the low percent chance once again there. Ah, shit, dude. I do really want to have quad shot. I'll be real with you. Let's get a charge off for our blood bank, and we'll hopefully get a quad shot there. We've only had that perfect 3 in a row once. It's a 0.56% chance. We got pretty close there. We got pretty close. Ooh, a chariot card. That's also good for our blood bank for extra money. We can buy that quad shot, hopefully. Oh, great. Gotta love double monstro rooms. Uh-huh. Gotta love it. But in the meantime, I guess I'll plug something really quick, because I do want to plug a side channel I'm working on right now. So I've mentioned it before in a community post recently, but I am starting a podcast with another Isaac YouTuber named The Turtle Melon. We've decided to start a podcast, and now we have 14 damage. Great. Dedicated to indie games, new releases, developer interviews, and stuff like that, and our own, like, you know, like side reviews for it. And that's going to be starting in February. We're recording our first episode of it today, probably as we speak, honestly. Okay, some more money back. What you got for me, dog? Hey, that was a pretty good roll there. Good shit. I'm not going to D4. Fuck right off with that. I guess it wouldn't be bad, though, because we do have a couple angel items in here. But nah, we're cool. 14 damage quad shot with a decent tier rate. I'm better off having that, I think, honestly. But our first episode is going to be centered around Inscription and Repentance. Kind of looking back at 2021's, like, you know, greatest hits, if you will. And those two games being, like, you know, my favorite releases of that era. And we're going to do some Dead Estate stuff. We're going to have an interview with the developer of that. With Kilburn as well. With, hopefully, Daniel Mullins of Inscription fame. Hopefully get him on there at some point. But, yeah, it's going to be a fun time. If you guys want to go follow that channel, I will start linking that in the description once we get that thing fully up and running here. But it's going to be fun. It's just another way to listen to me talk and ramble on for hours and hours. And hopefully you guys are going to stick around for that, because I think that, you know, with enough attention, it could pop off and be really, really good for this channel and myself. And it's a good idea, I think, to have a podcast centering around, you know, indie gaming, because that's what I do with my channel, is mostly just like indie games and smaller shit like that. Plus, it's just a better way to just talk with a friend and not be, you know, forced to play Isaac and try to play a game at a good level and also, like, hang out with somebody, because that can be a bit stressful, I'll admit. Yeah, no deal. Oh, well, Polaroid time, here we go. Like, I love doing collabs and stuff. I do like doing solo stuff a little bit more, I think, but the problem with doing collabs in Isaac is that, like, you have to commentate, you know, have a good conversation with somebody. Oh, fuck you. And then also, like, play the game at a decent level, so you're not getting, like, you know, you didn't even pick up the reverse chariot with rock bottom. You're the worst player alive. I'm not trying to call anybody out here, but you know who you are. It's nice to have kind of like a more relaxed thing, where it's not like, you know, I have to play the game, make good plays, you know, focus on my streak staying high. Instead of just like, I can just talk to somebody now. That is a lot less stressful for me individually. So I'm really excited for that. Bum, bum, bum. That was a pretty fast room for us. All right. This was as well. Oh my god. We have really good. Our run popped off. Getting Crown of Light back and this quad shot obviously helps out a lot too. Was really, really, really good for us. I knew it was going to be good, but this good is kind of blowing my mind. We're probably going to crush Isaac here with all of our wisps doing crazy unicorn damage, and as well as our body doing unicorn damage as well. It's going to be a nice, quick cathedral here as well. We've been having some faster runs recently. Like, they used to be like an hour to an hour and 20 minutes, but like, this run, man, this run is just blowing me away. I mean, we did one-shot Delirium yesterday, and we did grind for that for a bit, but having like a non-grindy, just straight up, like, really fun run, always a satisfying experience. Oh, you're another hand. Luckily, my wisps took care of you. Bitch. Our boss fight shouldn't be too far away either. We're heading in a good direction for it, I think. I'm going to save my next charge for our Isaac fight, because I don't want to waste it on, like, a regular, you know, Ghost or Loki room here, because they're both, they're already, like, you know, decently good for us. Okay. Good. Yeah, the boss fight should be around the corner here. We're not getting hit anymore either. I mean, we're playing. Woo, it's close there for getting hit. We're playing well. Our build's good. We're going to fight Mega Satan here pretty soon. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, yeah. You are dead with one teleport on you. Huge. Not yet. The Mega Satan fight is more fun to me. Maybe we'll do Delirium again. I don't know. We'll find out. What do our chests got? Okay, Isaac's heart. I'm probably not going to take that, believe it or not. Wide shot's amazing. You know what I think we'll do? I think we'll reroll our entire build with Wheel of Fortune. Once we have a ton of items on the ground here. And then we'll go fight Mega Satan. Let's make this run just, like, real crazy. I do kind of want to get, hoping for a funny 9 lives there, but whatever. Okay. Keep your soul heart charges for the Mega Satan fight. You might honestly need those if your reroll goes sour. And I know it rolls the entire floor, so if we can get a pedestal in our secret rooms, like whether it be ultra or regular, that could be pretty big for us as well. It could be like a Death Surfer C-section or R-key. Just something along the lines of that would be nice to see. I'd like to see some more chests dropping, though, if the game feels so inclined. I kind of wasted that there, didn't I? Oh, well. We're going to be fine. It's just a champion brownie room. What could possibly go wrong? Don't lose your thing. We're also close to having just, like, max HP in general, which doesn't happen super often. It happens a lot on Bethany, I guess, but, you know, I don't get to see a max Red Heart build super often here. Oh my god, the quad shot with quad shot from $3 bill is actually fucking bonkers. Ay, man. This run is just incredible. Ooh, great defense for us as well. Good for a reroll, I guess, as well. I mean, we don't have, like... The thing with rerolling our entire build is that we don't have a ton of items, so, like... Oh, kind of a waste there as well. We don't have a ton of items, so there's a higher chance we're not going to see anything super crazy synergy-wise. Rerolls work the best when you have, like, 80 items. That's when they're usually the best for you. We lost our Crown of Light there. Give me a heart. I gotta walk back for a heart. My life is so hard. Not that heart. This heart. There it is. 14 damage back. Lovely. The problem with rolling right now is that because our item count is so low, we're not going to see synergistically a lot going on, I feel like. You... Good. Keys and bombs. I prefer chests. We have a lot of keys and a lot of bombs right now. I don't really need all of this. And I also got to find my... I'm guessing it's like right here, huh? The secret room. Take a wild stab. Yep, there we go. Chest is not what I wanted to see. It was the wrong kind of chest. Don't need that. That's fine as well. Item maybe from this guy ahead of the keeper? Yeah, no, just a nickel. That's fine. That's okay. It's okay. We're fine, guys. Don't worry about it. We don't, again, not every run needs to be like a crazy game-breaking run. These simple ones are fun sometimes, too. They are. All right, what you got for me in here? Just regular stuff again? I mean, we're not going to lose the run. We could probably beat Delirium pretty easily with this build, I feel like. I mean, like, look at... If we don't roll our build, we might be able to beat Delirium. Honest to God. That's how good this run is going for us right now, I feel like. You're going to be dead. Like, no question. Good. Bye-bye, baby death. Boom, boom. I also wanted to preface, not preface, but say that, like, through this podcast, I hope to start, I want to do a lot of, like, I want to stretch my horizons, right? I don't want to just be doing Isaac every single day. I want to do some other stuff. Like, I'm going to do variety gaming, obviously, as I normally do when February ad revenue, where all this shit, you know, CPM is over. But, like, non-gaming stuff, like podcasts, like IRL-type content with some friends of mine. Because, like, I was talking to Speed Uncle recently. If you don't know who he is, he's a famous, like, meme speedrunner. He's a really fucking hilarious dude. I was talking to him, and he has a series on his channel where he does this thing called Truth or DM, where it's truth or dare, but the dare is always, like, you have to DM somebody, or, like, he gets to DM somebody if you choose that, and, like, choose what he says to them. Anyone from your contacts. I think is a very, like, fun and quirky idea for a show. This could be a pedestal for us, which could be a Wheel of Fortuneable. Oh, it is a pedestal for us. All right. I'll pop this. Don't be a coward. Or, I should have been a coward. Oh, 2 Hematemesis pills? I should have been a coward. That was rough. Why don't we go back, get some HP for us, then we'll Wheel of Fate. We got to do one more room here first. But then we'll Wheel of Fate, and we'll see what happens. And if our build is still okay, we'll fight Mega Satan. If the build is bad, we'll probably still try to fight him if our HP looks fine enough. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Oh, dumb hit. That's on me, though. That's on me. Okay. Nothing crazy going on in here. Let's get a full HP thing back. And then, let's give this reroll a shot. And I believe that the Dice of Fate will roll everything on the floor. Our build is the same, just tier rate up and really good charges for Mega Satan. And that item in there should also be different, I think. I know it has a bunch of random effects, but I think it rolls everything, correct? Wow. Like the most lame secret room item. All right. Well, it is time to go fight Mega Satan. Fuck Blue Baby. Who gives a shit? We're going to go crush this, man. We have a bunch of soul charges ready. Here we go. All right, buddy. We have the wafer. We're going to be fine. The wafer gives us, like, so many hits. We have, like, 22 hits of shit right now. Didn't even beat phase 1 with that, huh? We got close. That's all that matters. Okay. Deadeye is gone, sadly. It was great for us while it lasted. DPS out. Oh, my God, dude. Calm down. The longer we stay at full HP, the way better for us. Probably should just use the unicorn stump in the, like, multiple, you know, sins and horseman waves, because it's not going to do a ton to him. Careful. Be real careful with that one. Like, we're not going to use it here. We'll use it on the 4 when they spawn. How's that sound? Not these guys yet. We're going to be okay here. Trust. These guys, though. Perfect. Got both of his hands down there. Huge for us. That's touched here. Is going in for piercing. Angel's going to be dead here pretty soon. We maybe should just go fight Delirium, man. Like, we're going to have a fine build. If we get the portal, I'll think about it. But is it even that fun? Because, like, we know we're going to win, right? It's like, what's the point in going down there? It's just wasting time for everybody, I feel like. The hollow spawn. Not the hollow. Not the hollow. Just a bunch of fucking asshole sins down here, huh? What's new? All right, you're gone. Get out of here. All right, here comes phase 2. Still have full HP in here. Not doing too bad on that front. Swarm is almost all the way gone. Our Wisps are almost all the way gone. Just get them in there for damage. Get the bombs up there when you can't hit them. I hate this pattern. It's so hard to find a path up back to him. There we go. Oh, there's a huge Eye of Belial. Get it behind your bomb. It does extra damage that way. Ah, there it goes. Hug him to death. You have so much HP, you're going to be okay here. Although 7 damage Mega Satan is never a good place, so, like, we should still try to play a little bit safe, I feel like. Minute dodges here. There we go. He's showing some cracks. He's showing some cracks. Okay, whatever. Get a bomb in there. Again, you're going to be okay. The problem with fighting Delirium, though, is look at our damage right now significantly drops off. We're down to 6 damage. That's not good. Just rush in. Yeah, you're going to be fine. You got him. Sinus tears are huge. Explosivo tears are huge. More bombs are always great. And you are going to be a goner here pretty soon. I know I'm being pretty, like, suicidal right now, but, like, I mean, we're going to be fine. I know it in my heart. We beat that one Judas run. We can beat this run. Or Dark Judas run, excuse me. There we go. Please no Void Portal. I don't feel like doing it right now. All right, good. No choice either way. Well, if you guys enjoyed that run and my commentary, a like and a comment goes a long way for a smaller channel like mine. In the meantime, guys, I have been BD1P. Peace out and goodbye.